Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Daily English Spark. Today I will tell you the true story of a man who failed more than 1,000 times, but never gave up. His teachers called him slow, people laughed at his ideas, but one day his invention lit up the whole world. This story will help you learn English in a simple way, and it will also teach you one of the most powerful lessons in life. Failure is not the end, it is the beginning of success. Now, let's begin the journey of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison's story is one of curiosity, struggle, and persistence. He was born on February 11, 1847, in a small town called Millen, in Ohio, USA. His family was not rich. His father, Samuel Edison, sold goods, and his mother, Nancy, was a teacher. From the beginning, Thomas was different. He asked questions all the time. He wanted to know how everything worked. Why does the sun shine? Why is the sky blue? Why do things fall to the ground? His mind was full of questions. At school, Thomas had a hard time. He did not learn in the same way as other children. His teachers thought he was slow. One teacher even said he was addled, which means confused or not intelligent. But this was not true. He just learned in a different way. He was not slow, he was curious. His mother understood this. She decided to teach him at home. She gave him books and encouraged him to read. She told him, "Tom, you are not slow. You are different, and different is special." Her belief gave him confidence. Confidence means believing in yourself. This support changed his life. At home, Thomas started doing experiments. An experiment means trying something to see what happens. He built a small laboratory in his basement. He mixed chemicals, wires, and strange materials. Sometimes his experiments caused problems. Once, he started a fire in the barn by accident. His mother was not angry. Instead, she said, "Science is dangerous, but it is powerful. Be careful, but keep learning." These words stayed in his heart. Thomas read many science books, especially those about electricity. Electricity is energy that makes machines and lights work. He was inspired by Michael Faraday, a famous scientist. He dreamed, "One day, I will invent something important." When he was 12, Thomas got his first job. He sold newspapers and snacks on trains. Snacks are small foods, like bread or fruit. He was clever. He even started his own small newspaper called the Grand Trunk Herald. He used part of the train to print it. He also kept some space for his experiments. But one day, a chemical bottle fell and caused a fire on the train. The conductor, the train worker who checks tickets, was angry and kicked him off the train. Edison lost his job, but he did not give up. Instead, he said, "Failure teaches me new lessons." This attitude of learning from mistakes would become the key to his life. Edison also had trouble with his hearing. As a teenager, he became partially deaf. That means he could not hear well. Some people felt sorry for him, but Edison said, "Because I cannot hear well, I can focus more on my work." This is positive thinking. Positive thinking means looking at the good side of a bad situation. He turned his weakness into a strength. This was another secret of his success. As a young man, Edison worked as a telegraph operator. A telegraph was a machine that sent messages using electricity. He became skilled at repairing machines. Skilled means very good at something. Soon he began inventing small improvements. His first real invention was a better telegraph machine. It worked faster and more clearly. He sold the idea and made money. Edison believed hard work was more important than talent. He said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." Inspiration means the idea. Perspiration means hard work. So success is mostly work. But success did not come easily. Edison tried many inventions that failed. Some people laughed at him. Others told him to stop. But Edison said, "I have not failed. I have just found many ways that do not work." He believed failure was practice. Practice is doing something many times to improve. Each mistake was a lesson. Each lesson brought him closer to success. By the 1870s, Edison had a dream. He wanted to invent a safe electric light bulb. At that time, people used candles or oil lamps for light. Candles could cause fires. Oil lamps made smoke and smell. Electric light would be safer and cleaner. But inventing the bulb was very hard. Edison and his team tried thousands of materials for the filament. A filament is the thin wire inside a bulb that glows. They tried bamboo, cotton, metal wires, and more. Each one burned too fast or broke. People laughed. They said, "Edison is crazy. He is wasting his life." But Edison kept going. Finally, after many failures, in 1879, Edison discovered the right answer. He used carbonized cotton filament. Carbonized means burned until it becomes black carbon. This filament lasted more than 40 hours. The light bulb finally worked. Edison's dream became real. He showed his invention to the public. People were amazed. The dark streets became bright. It was like magic. But it was not magic. It was hard work and persistence. Persistence means never giving up. Soon, cities all over the world used Edison's light bulbs. Life changed forever. Factories could work at night. Families could read safely at home. Streets were safer. The world became brighter, not just with light, but with hope. Edison became famous. He earned money and built laboratories. He hired teams of inventors to work with him. Together, they created many inventions. He received more than 1,000 patents. A patent is a legal right to protect an invention. His inventions included the phonograph, which could record sound, and motion pictures, which became movies. Edison's work shaped the modern world. But Edison's greatest lesson was not just the light bulb. It was his view of failure. He taught us that failure is not the end. It is only a step toward success. He showed that talent is nothing without hard work. He showed that one idea, followed with persistence, can change the world.